Hey, in today's video I'll go over my early Club World Cup plans, my chip strategy and how I plan to use them, then look at the fixtures and who I'm targeting, then I'll show you my first draft, and then show you some players on my shortlist. Let's get into it. So let's go over the chips and how I plan to use them. The wildcard, you can make unlimited transfers in a game week, you can't use it in game week 1 or the round of 16. Then the next chip we've got is the 12th man, you can pick an extra man for your team, he can't be subbed or captained, but there's no price budget, so you could buy a Harry Kane, a Haaland, and have an extra 12th man. Then there's a maximum captain, and this is the one where you've got a really good side and you're not sure which man to captain. It takes that pressure off you. Whoever's in your starting 11, whichever gets the most points, they get the captain's armband and they get the double points. So that leaves you with less worries. And then we've got the mystery chip will be revealed after the group stages. Nothing else to say on that. We will see what happens with that. So next is the chips and how I'm going to use them. I'm going to use the wildcard in game week 3. It's locked in basically. I'll show you why with the fixtures very soon. And then we've got the 12th man game when game week 1 and 2, or the maximum captain the same. And the reason for this is I feel like the group stages is the place where you expect these bigger teams to beat the smaller teams, the Aucklands, the Montreals, and a lot of goals happen. So targeting them fixtures and getting the best players to beat them is the way to go. And then once you get to the round 16, I think the games will be a bit tighter. The bigger teams will face the bigger teams, and these chips won't be as important. So I feel like using them early will be the best. Right now, I'm thinking of using the 12th man in game week 2 more likely, and targeting one player, and then maximum captain, maybe using it in game week 1 where I've picked a team where I feel like everybody that's starting and everybody on my bench is really good and will get points, and then it saves me having to have the headache of who should I captain. I just let whoever gets the most points, he gets the double points, and then it saves me the stress of worrying. And then we've got scouting bonus, what I wanted to quickly mention, and anybody that's signed and under 5% owned, you get an extra 2 points if they get 4 points in the game week. So that could be one that we try and focus on down the line. But as of right now, there isn't anybody that I've looked at and thought he's worth buying and he's under 5% owned. But I thought I'd flag it quickly before we get into my team. So here's the fixtures and the teams that I'm targeting: Inter Milan, River Plate, Dortmund, Man City, Juventus, Bayern Munich and Chelsea. And yes, I know Juventus's logo is wrong. It just didn't look right, so I put the old one. And as you can see, as you're looking at all these fixtures, the teams what I've highlighted, I feel like I've got fixtures where you feel like they should win. Yes, there's a few hard games against Brazilian teams like Fluminense and Flamengo, and then the Argentina Boca Juniors. But the teams that I've targeted, I feel like they've got they are the favourites in them games, and that's the players that I'm going to be targeting. And as you see my draft coming up, them are the players that I've signed, because in game week 3 when I wildcard and I get the players like PSG and Real Madrid, then these players won't be as important, and they would have had the easiest fixtures out the way. So let's just jump into it. Here's my first draft, and we'll go into the goalkeeping position first. And we've got Sommer and Armani right now. Sommer, I know he's conceded quite a few goals in the Champions League final, but they've been a really solid defence over the season. And I think with the fixtures, he's a really good player to have. And then we've got Armani on the bench, River Plate goalkeeper. He's got two easy-ish fixtures and his price is really cheap. And I think you have to have players across your whole team, even on the bench, that play and can get good points. So he's on my team. And then let's go into defence, and we've got Guerrero for Bayern Munich. I think they've got the easiest fixture in game week 1 against Auckland City. I'll be shocked if they don't keep a clean sheet, and I'm hoping for an attacking return. Then we've got a double up in Inter Milan defence. It isn't locked in that. More likely I'll keep Dumfries because I think he's more attacking. But I do feel like they're going to keep a clean sheet. So in the next two, so I wanted to target Inter Milan. So both of them are in at the moment. Then we've got Ben Sabiani on the bench from Dortmund. He isn't locked in. There's Reinson, there's Svensson from Dortmund, but I felt like he was a bit more attacking when I looked into the data. So right now he's in my in my side, and then we've got Kelly on the bench from Juventus. He's not locked in. There's other players like Cambiasso and Renato Vega. If he actually joins on a permanent before the window closes, he could be in the side. With my Chelsea bias, I do like Vega, so he could be the player that comes into instead of Kelly, depending on price though. Then into midfield, we've got Elise again, Auckland City. I have to target that fixture, and with Elise since he joined Bayern Munich last summer, his goals and assists have been outrageous. So he's definitely locked into my side. And same with Cole Palmer. The last 2 seasons, his goals and assists have been brilliant. And the Flamengo Los Angeles matches, I feel like he's the main man for Chelsea. So goals and assists should come in one of the games. Then we've got Brandt from Dortmund. With Gittins being linked to Chelsea, I feel like he'll be even more key, and I want a bit of that Dortmund pie. So he's in my side. And then we've got Mastano. He's linked with Real Madrid, so he's actually not locked in my side. If he stays at River Plate, he'll be in my side because I feel like he's a key player for them, and he'll get a goal or assist, well, a chance of a goal and assist in the next 2 games. And for the price he is a steal. But if he joins Real Madrid, he'll be out my side because I don't think he'll play, and I want players that are going to play in this tournament. Then we've got Ashawa on the bench. I don't know anything really about him. I did a little Google search. He's got a few goals and assists, and for the price, I felt like it was good because then I can buy bigger attacking players, as you'll be able to see next. So in my attack, I've got Marmoush, Kane, and Garassi. Garassi, again, and I want an attacking player from Dortmund because I feel like they've got fixtures where they can score goals. Harry Kane speaks for himself. I don't really have to say much the next 2 games, and his goal scoring record. He's easily going to get a few goals. And then we've got Marmoush. I did really want Haaland, but the price didn't allow me, and I'd have to keep chopping and changing and taking players out my side to get him in. So I put Marmoush in there just because he can still get goals and assists. So that's my team right now. I'll show you a few of my players that are on my shortlist but didn't make the side, and they could do before the deadline comes. First, we've got goalkeeper shortlist, and we've got Sanchez and Coble. Sanchez, I did have in my side, and then I've seen us get linked to Menyan, and I thought, right, I can't have Sanchez until I know if he's going to be the #1 goalkeeper. And then we've got Corbell. I really wanted to have him, but then I thought I'd rather have players from the outfield in my side, and I've got the Dortmund defender Brandt and Garassi in my side, so Cobo dropped out. Then in defenders, as I've said, Svensson and Reinson. Then we've got Mora. I wasn't confident on a clean sheet, so he dropped out. Gvardiol was in my side for a little bit, but then they're going to get 8 Nori before deadline probably, and then he'll probably play in centre back position, so his attacking outlet might not be as good. Then we've got Cucurella that could come into my side. Having a triple up in defence and goalkeeper and into Milan might not be the wisest. If they don't keep a clean sheet, I'm going to be really annoyed and drop down the rankings. So Cucurella could come into my side because his attacking returns have been really good. And then we've got Cambiasso, but his price is a bit high. Into midfielders, and I'll be honest, none of them are really made it into my side yet, but they are on my eye list. And then we've got forwards, and in the forward line, Martinez or Thuram could come in if I do drop out one of the defenders. Then I could buy an attacking player, and the other option is buying one of Samu or Estavo up front, and then giving me more money to upgrade in midfield if he does make the move from River Plate to Real Madrid. Then I would need to upgrade my midfielder, and then I could drop down in striker position and then buy one of the more attacking midfielders on my shortlist. But we'll see what happens in the next few days and who comes and who doesn't. So there we have it for my first draft. Elise Palmer, Guerrero, Kane, they're the ones that are locked in. All the other ones could actually be sold. If you enjoyed this, please hit the like button. And if you thought this was informational, hit the subscribe button. I'm going to be trying to help you out. I hope I can help you out. And if you do want to join my mini league team, skip back and please enter it, and try and beat me. It'll be fun to see if you can beat me, and you'll be able to see what team I've got. So you do have a little bit of the edge that you know where I'm going, and you can kind of stay away from my bad transfers. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll catch you on the next one.